Namaste and a very good morning, dear children. I hope you all are set for your English class. Come, now today we are going to start with our English literature. Literature, that means we are going to start with our chapters. Okay, and the first chapter that we are going to do is Birbal identifies the thief. Now, you all must have heard about Akbar and Birbal. Okay, you must have read about Birbal stories. Now today we are going to pick up one of that stories, and the name of that story is Birbal identifies the thief. Identifies, he finds out who the thief was. Now this story has been written in the 16th, or this story happened in the 16th century. 16th century means it happened between the years 1501 to 1600 at that time. Right now we are in the 21st century. 21st century means that 21st century started when 2001 started, year 2001 started, and it will continue till 2100. Right now we are in 2020. Till 2100 is your 21st century. So now this story happened when in the 16th century. That means which year? 1501 to 1600 years jab chal rahe the at that time. If this story is that old. Now at that time Birbal, he was in the 16th century. Birbal was the advisor of Akbar. Advisor means the person who gives suggestions to the king. Okay, now at in the olden times when kings were there, they had in the court where the king used to sit, he had his ministers. Okay, line of ministers who used to give him suggestions. Many of you must have watched Ramayana also. These days we are having the rerun of Ramayana on DD channel. Now on DD channel they showed whenever Ravana used to take any decision, his ministers used to comment, "No, you should do this. No, you should do that." So those were his advisors. Okay. So in the same way, Birbal was also the advisor of King Akbar. Emperor means king. He was a Mughal. Mughal means Muslim emperor who had come to India, and he Birbal used to give advice to Akbar because he was known for his intelligence and wit. Wit means a person who molds, who forms the words in such a manner that he is able to say whatever he wants to say, and the other person also doesn't get hurt. Cleverly, the person who says the words is wit. Intelligence is one thing. Being witty is to talk smartly. Okay, so Birbal was very smart. Now the emperor had many talented. Now let's see, when we pick up the chapter, then I'm going to tell you what more about Akbar and his kingdom and his court also. Let's move further. First, when you open the chapter, this is the first thing that you see. It's a warm-up exercise that you see. There's a coded message. Now Rahul found a note with a strange message. Strange, a very weird drawing or very weird symbols are made on that piece of paper. He has to find out the message. Now they have given the code key also. Code key means which all alphabets will come where. Now you just have to tally. You just have to match the symbols with the words. Now look here. There's a square given. The square is open on one side. Towards the left side the square is open and there's a dot. Now we will look at the square here. It is open on the left side and there's a dot, so M will come here. The next is simple square. All the sides are closed, right? So let's look for a square. Now here E also, all the sides are square and all the sides are closed and it's a square, so double E will come. Now this is a sign of greater. Greater than you all must have done in maths. Now let's see greater than sign which matches this T. So the first one I have done, it says meet. Now the rest you have to find out what the message is by using the same technique, and you will write it in the blanks here. I will not tell you the message now. Next Monday when I send you the answers, I will send you this decoded message also. Okay, I hope you have fun solving it. Now let's move to the chapter. Now as I said, in the 16th century, that means 1500 to, no, 1501 years se leke 1600 till 16 here, Birbal was an advisor in the court of Mughal emperor. Mughal emperor, who was the Mughal emperor? Emperor is meaning is king and Mughal means Muslim. And who was he? Akbar. So the emperor had many talented scholars, people who are really learned, the people who have studied a lot, who have a lot of knowledge, talented scholars, musicians, and artists in his court. Now, in earlier times, today, how do we entertain ourselves? You all are sitting at home. How do you entertain? If you're getting bored, you either start playing video games on your parents' mobiles, or you start watching TV, or you go and or you start watching TV, or after some playing outside, you again come back and again the video game attraction is there. But at that time, during that time, those people did not have any video games or TVs. So what they used to do is they used to appoint people who were talented in various sports, various things. Like somebody was good at sports, somebody was a good fighter. Like we see so many fights taking place. So king used to go there and watch the fights. Somebody was good singer, so he had a talented musician who used to start singing when the king is getting bored, or somebody used to start dancing, or somebody used to start painting king's pictures. Okay, right, at that time they do not have phones to click the pictures. So like that, the emperor King Akbar had a lot of musicians, he had a lot of talented people in his court where he used to sit, and side pe chairs on where people used to sit and entertain. Okay, and out of these, 9 most talented and learned men were known as the Navratans, or the 9 gems. And he had so many people, but there were 9 people. There were 9 people who were very learned, who were best. Nobody could beat them, who were best, and they were known as the Navratan. Navratan means 9 gems. Gems means valuables. You, like your mother has a diamond. Diamond is a gem. Ruby, ruby is a red color stone, it is very expensive. Those, so these were the gems. And now Birbal was also one of the gem. Now today we'll come to know what was the real name of Birbal. Birbal's real name was Mahesh Das. So now today, and he was one of the Navratan who was admired. People used to respect him for his intelligence. They used to say, oh, he's so intelligent, oh wow, I would like to be as intelligent as him. The way he speaks, I would like to speak like him. So people used to admire him that way. So today we are going to read a story. I'm not going to read this complete story. I will just tell you the summary. After this class, you can go and read the story. Okay. So one day what happens in Emperor Akbar's court? Emperor's Akbar court, Vikram Veer comes. Okay. One of his ministers. He comes and he is very worried. He is very troubled, and he says, Emperor Akbar asks him that what is the problem? Why do you look so worried? So he says Jhapana. Jhapana is a way of showing respect. Jhapana in English means my lord, mere Bhagwan. Jhapana, sari dunya ke raja. Okay, so Jhapana, all my valuables. So he starts crying and he says, oh, all my valuables, all my jewelry, everything. Valuables is this jewelry, expensive things, value, the things which are of very much importance. They are stolen from my house and a thief has taken them. So Jhapana says that minister, one of my minister who lives in one of the most protective areas. Obviously, he is the minister. His house must be protected by the soldiers. So he says, my minister, a thief is entering his house. What will happen to the common people? How is that possible? Now king says there is some problem. So whom does the king call? King calls one of his most intelligent advisor. And who is that? Birbal. So he says, Birbal, there is a problem. You have to find a solution. You have to find who's the thief. You have to find the culprit, the thief. Okay, now then what happens? So now Birbal, he is very smart. He says, this is not the doing of a common man. No common man can beat all the soldiers and climb and do all this. Okay, he says one of the ministers has done it. Minister, why? Because if some other minister has done it, so minister knows the house of Vikram Veer. He must be friends with him. He must know where is the door, where is the window, and everything. So he comes to know that this is the work of one of the ministers. So what he does, he thinks of a plan, and he tells one of the soldier that go get a donkey and tie him to the pillar. So he brings a donkey and he tells to all the ministers of the king to tells them that you have to hold the donkey's tail and you have to say, I have not stolen. Now the ministers get angry. They say that he's telling us we are rich, we have a lot of money. Why will we steal the money? But why is he telling us? But then Jampana says, no, you have to do it. Everybody is equal. We have to find the thief. So all the ministers, they go hold the donkey's tail and they say, we have not stolen. I have not stolen. I have not stolen. So after some time, everybody has done. So now Jampana says, who's the thief? Tell us, why did you do the whole exercise? Who's the thief? So he says, Jhapana. He says, if he tells everyone to show me your hands. Okay, so everyone does this. And then he says, Jhapana, Alim Khan is the thief. So Jhapana says, how is Alim Khan the thief? He says, I had applied black paint on the tail of the donkey. When everyone held the donkey's tail, that black imprint came on their hand. But Alim Khan's hand was white. There was no black imprint. Like my hand is white, his hand was also like this. There was no black mark on it. So they came to know that Alim Khan was the thief. So now this is how the story ended, and he actually caught the thief. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to read the story carefully. And then there's the comprehension exercise, which is given with some questions also. The questions are very easy. You can try writing the answers on your own. Try to find from the book on your own in the book itself. You will not write these in the copy. Okay. Then you will shift to page number 18. They have given singular plural. We have already done singular plural. 3-4 questions are also there. They're very easy questions. You can directly write down in the book only. You are not supposed to write anything in the notebook. You just have to write down these answers in the book only. Singular plural is there. You have to do the singular plural exercise also. Think of any 6 nouns, write their singulars and write their plurals. Like I can write friend, friends, bag, bags, like that. Any 6 you have to write down. Okay. Now let's move on to the next page. The next page says proper nouns. They have explained. We have already done proper nouns. Now next page, B part says, look at the list of nouns, write C for common noun and P for proper noun. Now Australia, it's a common noun or a proper noun? It's a proper noun, so we are going to write down P. This exercise also you have to do. After that we come to listening and speaking. Collective noun is given. We are not going to do collective noun because we have not done. Just put a cross like this there. Small cross in front of collective noun. Listening exercise, actually it's a very simple exercise. You can try doing listening. They have given small riddles. They're very easy. Options are given. You can try. Speaking exercise, hello, my name is, you have to introduce yourself as one of the people. You can write down, I am a doctor, my name is this. You can write your name, I'm a doctor, I work in this hospital. It is just a simple exercise. Next, the main part that I want you to do, writing. They have given a story, pictures of story is given. 6 pictures are there and they have given blanks. You have to fill these blanks looking at the pictures. Like one day, a crow found dash on the grass. So what do you think the crow found? How do we write bread as a countable noun? A slice of bread or a piece of bread. So यहाँ पे आएगा, one day a crow found a slice of bread on the grass. And then simultaneously you have to do it. Please do these exercises. I will be sending you the answers for these next Monday. Okay, but at least try. They are very easy. Try and make an effort. Try to do it. Okay, now this wraps up our book work. Fine. Now after this, what I want you to do is, we are going to start with our copy work. I'll be sending you pictures of this also, but just in case I'm showing you. Last time I had asked you to start with language like this. I don't know if it is visible or no. and I had asked you to write the paragraph along with the picture of your mother, right? Now what I want you to do next is, I'm going to send the picture of the index. I know the pencil is not clear. I have filled up the index. I want you to write down the index. A picture will be there. Please see from there. I know it's not visible here because of the pencil and the shining. But what you have to do is, you will be writing number 1 here. Birbal identifies the thief. A, tomorrow's date, your date of the work, and illustration. Illustration means that anything related to the chapter you have to draw. You can either draw the pages from the book. You can draw this scene, this scene, this scene, this scene, anything you can draw. You can either, you don't want to draw this, you can draw the donkey also. You can draw Birbal alone. Anything you have to draw. Now what you're going to do is, you will leave this page. After the index, you will leave this page, move on to the next page, and you will write down the date here. Birbal identifies the thief, illustration. I have written slash drawing. It means you have to make a drawing related to the chapter. Okay, and you have to color it nicely. But one thing, keep in mind, you have to use only plastic crayons or pencil colors, right? I hope you all enjoy this tasks of yours. Okay, stay home, stay safe, read the chapter and enjoy.